Hey YouTube, have you ever had a cable, a mower break off, whereas the end should be like this? Well, you could replace the cable, or in this case, this would be for a cable that, still works. It's free. It moves inside the case. It's not still moving, so it's not jammed up or anything. You could go out and buy a new cable, or you could repair this one. And what you really need is just one of these Ferrules, 16th inch. Just basically open on two ends. It's made out of aluminum. Put one end on this side, and then now you would need, this came off of a cable that was seized in the casing, but this end is still good. So what I could do is I could use this to splice this in here to put a new end on this. Now you do have to, for cables, keep the length the same. So I know that at the end here is where the bend was. So I can pretty much say that that's how that's going to work. Now I'm going to have to take this little bit off of here to get this part to slide down. It's only going to go onto the cable, and then I got to trim this other end here. So you need to keep a reference line. Now this particular cable right here, when it goes onto the machine, this can move up and down, so there is some adjustment here. On a brake cable, not so much, but this is on a self-propel, so there is an adjustment here. So basically there was a little bend and then it came around. So on this one, like I said, it's not as precise, but you still want to be pretty close. So let's just say I'll put a mark. It's a little harder to see on this one. And I'm going to try to mark it right at the top here. Suppose you could use maybe a little whiteout or something. That's going to show up a little better, but you want those reference marks. Okay? And when this goes on here, all the rest of this length will be gone. Okay? So you got to make a cut here and a little bit beyond this. So maybe somewhere around here. To do that, there's cable cutters. If you don't have that, you can try these snips. They don't work quite as well, but they'll work for you. Okay, so cut this end off, the broken end there. Cut it off here. Put this ferrule in there, and I took the other end. That goes through on the other side. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crimp this down with the vice grip just to set it in place. And then what I'll do is I'm actually going to take this down onto the vise and hammer this down. I noticed that they do make a tool to crimp this, but since I don't have it, vice grip will hold, but then when you put the tension on the cable, sometimes this may come out if you really flatten this out really well on a vise and a hammer. That'll hold it in position, it won't come out. If you have some shrink wrap, you could have shrink wrapped it, but I'll just probably put some electrical tape over these two ends, and that's it. So once that's in place, you basically have a new cable. Well, you have your old cable, which is still good, and you have a new end on it. So if you have an old cable that you can use the end off of this, just save that, and if a cable breaks, all you need, I think a pack of these, a 10 pack was like $1 or something like that. So save you from, you know, the 15-20 bucks for the cable. All right, thanks. Remember to like and subscribe.